And now cross over the Seine River at Pont de la Tournelle to the Ile St in the middle of the river.
This is the Ile St, and it's like a little village. It's like a little neighborhood. It's the oldest settled residential part of Paris. The buildings date back to the 15th century and 16th century. And there's no metro stop here, which helps to make it a quiet place. It's not very quiet right now with all these tourists walking down the main street. But it really is a lovely spot for if you're a multi-billionaire, I guess, or at least a multi-millionaire, to live in one of these apartments. This is very much a mixed-use city. Retail on the street, apartments upstairs. And that's certainly what we've got here.
With a mandatory ice cream stop here at Berthillon. This is really a famous ice cream parlor, and this is their main headquarters right in the center of the Ile St. You can find Berthillon ice cream at some of the other restaurants and cafes on the Ile and in a few places scattered around town. It's a very special ice cream. It's freshly made and bursting with flavor. So it's interesting for us to compare with the gelato of Italy. It's really a toss-up.
They've got a wonderful range of flavors, so be adventurous and try something different when you're here. You can eat it standing right on the street. They don't really have any sit-down spaces or counters that are convenient. And then we continue walking over to the left bank now, the Latin Quarter of Paris. Down the steps along the riverbank, the quay is a wonderful scenic area. It's one of those UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the city. Lovely views of the back of Notre Dame Cathedral from here. And then as you walk along a little bit more, you get to the Square Viviani. And here's another classic view of the cathedral. Just a few blocks away, you get into this narrow, twisted warren of restaurant streets. It's a pedestrian zone, and you'll find a lot of different types of cuisine here. Quite inexpensive and delicious and very quick. This is a great spot to eat. There's several gyros places with the Greek food, or you can take your pick. There's Mexican, Italian, and of course there's French.
Continue into the narrow maze along Rue de la Huchette and Rue de la Boucherie, passing a bewildering variety of ethnic restaurants in one of the most magical parts of town. You're going to find a lot of Greek restaurants here, for example, where you can get an inexpensive and delicious meal, and it's fast food. You stand there and they cut the meat while you wait. They put the French fries and salad on your plate, and in 1 minute you're sitting down eating a real good deal. The gyros is this mix of pork and lamb, and they just go round and round. It's gyrating, so it's called gyros, as it gets cooked and sliced off. And look at these guys work. They're jumping all over the place. You never see people work this hard or this fast nowadays, but here they are. Greek and Turkish immigrants operate these little restaurants that specialize in the Greek cuisine. There's also some French restaurants nearby, Italian.
And we keep walking into more of the Latin Quarter, walking through the Place Saint-Michel, which is one of the major gathering spots of the city. We're on our way to the banks of the River Seine.
We have a lot more movies about Paris that you can find on our YouTube channel and our website. Take a look.